Hey you guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I've got another tag video for you, and this is the world's worst book tag, and I was tagged in this video by Jay, and I will link his channel down below as well as the original video. So the whole deal with this is that you're supposed to just kind of do this in the laziest possible way. I'm already sort of set up to make videos, so yeah, like I'm not gonna do it somewhere else because in this case, being lazy means doing this in the middle of all the other videos that I'm already filming. However, I do have my laptop here with me, so bear with me as I check out the questions. I have not thought about these at all, but let's go ahead and get started. All right, so question number one is, what book or series would you force your enemy to read? Gosh, I feel like this is really a tricky question. I don't know. Gosh, this is a hard one. What book or series? I mean, what do you say, right? Maybe The Alchemist by Paul Coelho. I mean, maybe they would experience like some personal growth through it and we could like reconcile and not be enemies anymore. I guess that could be a good idea. I need to plug in my camera because I'm gonna run out of battery. Camera is plugged in. Now I will not run out of battery. Fantastic. Okay, question number two. What book have you tried to read several times but haven't been able to finish? Jeez. I don't know about several times. I don't really like try to read books several times usually. Okay, well, see, people are gonna hate me for this, and I only tried once, like I never really picked it up again because I thought I wouldn't get through, but like, I never got through Fellowship of the Ring. I know, hate me, it's terrible. I loved the movies, I loved The Hobbit. I think I read most of the book, but like I never finished it, and then I never picked up the later ones. I just like, yeah, that's one. That's kind of terrible. Okay, question three. What book has a close friend recommended that you ended up loving? I actually have an answer for this. So a friend of mine, Rebecca, had randomly recommended to me years ago The Raven Boys, and the way she described it, I was like, this sounds really weird. This is not something I would normally pick up, by Maggie Stiefwater. But she was like, no, it's so good, you're gonna love it, you have to read it. So I was like, okay. So I read it, and oh my gosh, I loved it. It's so good. If you haven't read it, read it. It's really weird. It's not like anything else, but it's amazing. Her writing is beautiful. So The Raven Boys, that was a recommendation from a friend, and I'm so glad I listened. Okay. Number four, what book in the last year took you the longest to read because you're lazy? Okay, so I probably have an answer for this too. I don't know if it's really because I'm lazy, but I still haven't finished reading Wind Witch. I read like the first chapter by Susan Dennard, and I loved Truth Witch. I love Susan Dennard. I like rave about her stuff. So I think the reason though is she does this amazing world building, and I feel like I need to be able to really devote time to Wind Witch to really enjoy it and like give it the attention that it deserves. And I've been reading so many different things and been so busy, I just sort of haven't felt like I've been able to do that. So I really need to get to it. I have had that book most of the year. I bought it right, I mean, like I pre-ordered it and I still haven't read it, which is terrible. So yeah, that's really bad. Let's see. Number five, what is the fastest book you've read in the last 5 years because it was so damn good? I mean, you guys, like there are several books like this. Books that I've read in like a day. I mean, in the last 2 months, much less 5 years. So like The Selection I read in a day. The book is like candy. Gentleman's Guide to Vice and Virtue I actually ended up reading in like a day. I just like didn't want to put it down, and so I kept reading it, which was amazing. And that one's like, okay, that's probably the best answer for this question because that's a pretty hefty, because it's like a pretty hefty book, but it's so good I couldn't stop and I finished it in a day. Okay. Number six, clear your mind. What are the first 3 books that immediately come into your mind? Okay, clearing my mind. Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone. Red Queen. Wonder Woman. Okay. Number 7, last book you will admit to skimming, cheater. I don't know. I mean, for books I'm reading for fun, I don't do this that often. In high school, I used to do this for books that I wasn't that into, like The Scarlet Letter was definitely one of those. Number 8, what author, if they secretly dropped a brand new book tomorrow, would you immediately have to buy and begin to read ASAP? Ooh. Man, that's interesting. Like, what do I have? Like, drop. Probably Marie Lu. Yeah, when I got my hands on Warcross, I sort of dropped everything and just read that. It was so good. It was so good, you guys. I can't stop raving about it. It's like my favorite book right now. But yeah. Oh, and I don't know if you guys follow her on Instagram, but in her stories, she just finished the first draft of the sequel to Warcross, which is super exciting. And she's got a Batman book coming out. Yeah, Marie Lu. Definitely. She's becoming one of my favorite writers. Like, no joke. Number 9, favorite book or type of book to read in bed and by the pool. I don't read by the pool. If I was at the pool, I'd have to be like watching my kids. So yeah, maybe a magazine because it doesn't take much attention. In bed, I mean, something that's just like engrossing and keeps me turning pages, although then that's kind of bad because it keeps me up way later than I'm supposed to. So maybe I should say something boring because then I'll actually sleep on time. But yeah. Finally, number 10, what book would you give to your best friend and force them to read it because it's so good? Warcross! Warcross, Warcross, Warcross. Everybody needs to read Warcross. It's so freaking amazing. I mean, unless you don't like science fiction or Marie Lu, but it's so good. I don't know when I'm gonna stop raving about it, but like, this is, yeah, sorry if I talk too much about Warcross, but like, I'm a huge fan. Please go read it. It's coming out soon, and I really want everybody else to like be as excited about it as I am, although probably some people will hate me and like disagree, but so good. Anyway, so that was the last question. I am going to tag, who am I going to tag? Let me see. Who do I want to tag? Let's tag some people who I don't tag usually. I'm going to tag Run Right Reads because she doesn't do a lot of tag videos and I really like her channel. That would be fun. I'm also going to tag Kathy Chatty, Bookie Laura, and Kelsey Lee Reads. Yeah, okay. And that's it. So those are the people that I tag. Go ahead and do this worst book tag in the world, and good luck. If you guys like this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, subscribe to see more. You can also hit the notification bell to join my notification squad. And if you do that, let me know in the comments down below for a shout out in a future video. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye.